Alright, so under criminal responsibility, if you attempt to commit an offense, you will be liable as well. A person who attempts to commit an offense against any law is guilty of an offense and is liable to trial and to be punished. Right, what constitutes an offense is an important question that we ask in criminal law. First, it must be proved the defendant intended to commit the full offense. Second, the defendant must have done some act which was a step towards commission of the specific offense. If you do that, you will be charged for attempt. So they say attempt murder, attempt rape, attempt robbery. These are all sort of attempts to commit an offense. Right, proof of criminal responsibility. So when the Constitution was conducted, but conceived in 1975, there's a specific provisions that they put in the Constitution. It's very, very important that you must know the provision in the section 37(4) of the Constitution. This talks about the protection of the law. The protection of the law gives every citizen the presumption of innocence. You are innocent until proven guilty by a competent court. Right? And for the competent court and for you to be charged, arrested, and processed, it must be done within reasonable time, be given a fair hearing, must be given legal representation. This is your constitutional right under section 37(4) of the Constitution. Right, so basically, you call it the presumption of innocence. You are innocent until proven guilty. Alright, now let's look at serious crimes. Right, serious crimes are called indictable offenses. An indictment is a written accusation charging an individual named therein to commit an act or to do something that is punishable by law. So indictment is a document that the prosecutor will present in a national court for you to comment your trial for serious offenses, such as murder, rape, armed robbery, all these offenses. Alright, homicide. Homicide is unlawful. It is unlawful to kill a person unless the killing is justified or excused by law. Alright. So when you talk about homicide, it's killing of a person. And under section 298 of the Criminal Code, it talks about unlawful homicide. So that means that a person who unlawfully kills another person is guilty of the crime of willful murder, infanticide, or manslaughter. So under unlawful homicide, unlawful killing, you have 4 categories: willful murder, manslaughter, and infanticide. But now let's go on to look at willful murder. Section 299 of the Criminal Code. In the slides there, it's titled Division 3 of the Criminal Code, homicide. So when we talk about willful murder, Section 299 of the Criminal Code basically states a person who unlawfully kills another person intending to cause his death or death of some other person is guilty of willful murder. The elements of the offense of willful murder are: the accused killed the deceased, the killing was unlawful, and the accused intended to cause the death of the deceased. So State versus Daniel, 2005 PNC 89. I've given you a case there. Alright, now let's look at the classical example, the State versus Porol. Porol was from Koroba in St. Helens province, and he willfully murdered a police constable, Gaya Samai. It was an offense contrary to section 291 of the Criminal Code. He was arraigned and asked to plea, and he pleaded guilty. If you plead not guilty, then the trial will be conducted to determine whether you're guilty or not guilty. Right, there's held in the case that the decision of the case sends a clear message to provinces where the great issue of human life is too prevalent. I consider that this is what the court is saying now. I consider that willful murder in this case is worthy of a death penalty. The prisoner is sentenced to death. So back in the day, in 2004, the highest penalty for willful murder was the death penalty. So this guy, Mark Pearl, was given the death penalty. Unfortunately, in PNG, nobody has been, in recent times, nobody has been killed. Before it was death penalty, then now they've sort of mitigated under the former Justice Minister, Honorable Brian Kramer, to life imprisonment. Alright, the second category of unlawful killing is murder. Murder is provided by Section 300 of the Criminal Code. Basically, is when you kill a person and you intended to do grievous bodily harm, and if the person that was caused by prosecution of unlawful purpose, endanger human life, all these things, you will be guilty for the crime of murder. There are two elements of the offense of murder, Section 301, that the accused killed the deceased, and that the accused intended to cause grievous bodily harm to the deceased or some other person. If the first element is proven but not the second, the accused will be convicted of manslaughter. unless the killing of the deceased authorized, justified as by law. Alright, that the accused killed the deceased must be proven, and that the accused intended to cause grievous bodily harm and the deceased died. Right, I've given the State versus Kaka case there for your noting. Also, this is when you talk about murder. So it talks about someone versus Kaka, someone charged with murder, and basically what happened was that 8 other guys met up with the victim blindly and attacked him until he was unconscious. He died the next day after charges were read and briefed him. The accused pleaded guilty, and the court said the accused is found guilty because he aided and abetted in terms of Section 7 in the course of committing an offense of robbery on the victim. The gang, including the accused, committed the offense of murder. So basically, they're trying to cause grievous bodily harm, injure the party, and they caused the offense of murder. Alright, in the last slide, we're going to look at infanticide and we're going to look at manslaughter.